Alright, all praises and glory goes to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bashim Yakokodash, double and honors to the elders that you miss who's pushing this truth with all truth and sincerity. Shalom. See Yakim that's around about the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth with all truth and sincerity. And this is an article from CNN, and I just wanted to bring it out because I have noticed that looking around the internet on TikTok and whatnot, a lot of people have been getting sick, you know. And when you look at the videos, it'd be like 150K people liked it, and it's majority of a lot of people are getting sick from it, man. You know, from whatever this is. But what surprised me is that they said as soon as December started, as soon as this cold front, this cold weather hit, that's when people start getting a sickness, man. And they're saying like it lasts 2 to 3 weeks, and first it start off as a normal cold for 1 week, and then the second week it's like their body aches and whatnot. But the first thing that popped into my head, seeing that a lot of people are getting sick, which a lot of people, which Donald Trump and Biden, man, you know, they pushed a very dark winter, man, and it can be so much. It can be so much stuff that goes into it, but one thing that popped into my head is what Dr. Fauci said, man. You know, there'll be another epidemic, man. You know, and no telling as we go into December and these next few months, how would people's body react to this cold that's coming, man? You know, and would it get better? But one thing that I'm always skeptical, and I'm always, you know, you brothers too, that, you know, the people who took the jabs, man, you know, how you know how are their bodies gonna react to this, man? You know, and most of them went to the doctor, and the doctor said they can't find nothing that's wrong with them, so they can't find exactly the sickness it is, man. You know, and some people are just showing up basically basically void, man, to where they can't find what's wrong with them, man. They don't know if it's a cold or what. But yeah, what reminded me is the people who took the jabs, man. You know, because I'm pretty sure, you know, we don't trust Esau, but I'm pretty sure that they mess with people's immune systems and whatnot. You know, who knows, man? Who knows? But the title of this article is "How to Cut Your Chances Getting Sick from Respiratory Viruses This Winter," and I'm just gonna read a little bit. So many family members and friends, co-workers would raise their hand right now to if I asked them, since the temperatures dropped across the U.S. My family has gotten through some nasty colds and undiagnostics, viral infections, bronchitis. I'm just gonna say bronchitis. I know what the word means, so my bad. And several COVID-19 tests, all negative. Thanks goodness. I'm sure Thanksgiving holiday travel has spread all sorts of illnesses. Not that I'm blaming the crowds who joined me in the National Gingerbread House competition in Asheville, North Carolina. Meanwhile, the appearance of a new flu variant and lagging vaccination rates will probably contribute to a severe flu season such much like last year, or even worse, man. You know, and as these people are going out, man, what I have noticed, you know, and you brothers, you what I have noticed that I mean, a lot of and it's surprising, but a lot of women, they don't wash their hands, man. You know, a lot of women don't wash their hands, man. And I don't know if it's just me, but I have noticed that a lot of women don't wash their hands, and it could be men too. But I'm 9 times out of 10, men try to keep everything clean, but surprisingly, women they don't wash their hands, man. you know and I know it's not it don't have to, it might not be the main source of it, but I mean, that's what I just noticed, man. I used to have a manager, man, and she used to just go to the restroom and then come out to the restroom and then want to touch all on me, man, grab my arms and hands and whatnot, man. When I know I didn't hear no water running in the restroom, I only heard the toilet flush, man. And I used to get very angry about that, man, because I try to keep it clean, man, especially when I'm dealing with customers and other people, man. I try to uh, keep my hands clean, man. But yeah, a lot of women don't wash their freaking hands, man. And I know this might not be the cause of it, but it's just I just wanted to share because I noticed it. um, Coming down here, it says we do see more respiratory infections in the winter months. Data from the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention consistently shows that the illness such as respiratory syn- syncytial virus or influenza and many viruses that cause the common cold surge between the late fall and the early spring. 19 causes also have tend to rise during this period, man. So even 1999 is coming back, man. You know, and all I can see is the downfall of America, man. This winter, man. They're saying that there's gonna be a blackouts. There's gonna be huge cold fronts, man. People are starting to get sick. You know, it's starting to get real cold out here, man. People are experiencing different types of strains of illnesses, man. You know, and you know we know that they have to tell us what's gonna happen before it happens, man. So y'all remember when Trump and Biden was talking about a very dark winter, man. You know, so I mean, it's all in the playbook, but I mean, they just gotta come on with this thing, man, because people are waking up. The information has been put out here. The prophets have been on the street. People are starting to wake up, and people have woken up to how wicked and evil this world is, man, and who runs it. You know, people have woken up to the Who's, being in the leadership position. So I mean, it's all out here, man. People are waking up, well, which they have already woken up, most of them. So they know what's going on. The masses, man. So I mean, they just got to come with it, man. And I'm pretty sure, of course, they're gonna deceive a lot of people into taking that MOTB when it comes out. You know, by making a stage event. Maybe a mass casualty stage event. I mean, thinking about it, look at all these movies with dealing with these viruses and whatnot. And them bringing back lockdowns, man. There's I can't remember the movies, man, but you brothers know what I'm talking about. Like I Am Legend for Chance, man. Having a virus, man. Having lockdowns, curfews. Those type of movies, man. I wouldn't be surprised if they pull that in a very big way, you know, to deceive people into taking that MOTB, you know. Um, but yeah, but that's all I wanted to bring out. I really didn't have no scriptures for this one. I just wanted to bring out I noticed a lot of people been getting sick, and a lot of people have been coming up sick, man, you know. So, you know, as we enter this winter, man, we just gonna see how it goes. So, shalom.